Hello everyone, this is Walker84987 and you can call me Walker. Today I'm going to showcase one of the devices that I do have. Lately I didn't realize that I do have this semi-beast inside of my room, and I just realized that I do have it. Basically it's a router, but without further ado, let me show you exactly what I mean. So here's our terminal, normal terminal of Windows. I'm going to run this SSH root at the IP of my router. Basically, this will give us the access to enter the terminal on my router. Some of you might be wondering how to access a terminal on a router. It will all make sense very soon. Just keep watching. Here we go. I'm going to type in my password. Here we are. People familiar with OpenWRT even will feel confused. The banner is a little bit changed. The color of root at OpenWRT should be white. Now it's red. And there's some numbers here, and you might be familiar with the numbers, the one that I said at the start of this video. Basically, I just customized everything here and made OpenWRT run as lolcat, so that's why it shows as colors. For those of you who do not know what is OpenWRT, basically it's something like a firmware or a semi-operating system for routers made by Linux, and it's based on Linux. As you see here, wireless freedom. That's exactly what does it do. Basically, it's really one of the great things that you can actually try, and I hope I will not forget to do this, but I will leave a link so you can go ahead and check there if your router supports to use OpenWRT, and then you can testify yourself how it's really great to use this. Now, I'm going to show you exactly why I made this video. So there's some things that I made, some of them feels really bad, some of them feels really good. And I really wanted people to know about what I have, and people who know what I can do with what I have to help me to make it better. So let me show you exactly what I do have here. First of all, um, the normal code that we're going to type just to tell you. Wait, hold on. Okay. Um, NeoFetch is going to show you exactly the operating system, the hardware basis of your machine. That's exactly what I'm going to run right now. NeoFetch. Okay, OpenWRT, the operating system, and here is the beast. D-Link DIR-853 A3, one of the best like economical old, not modern, they are really old access points, which basically they repeat the network using an Ethernet. It's a good device, it's not that bad. CPU MIPS 100 4KC whatever. It just runs at 88 or something like 880 megahertz or something like that. I'm not sure to be honest, but they're pretty powerful. Memory, it's total 250, almost 250, and it's really cool device with what does it have? You might be wondering, with very small RAM like that, and it's a router, so you do not expect a huge storage from it. Well, that's where I came to change. So let's run something like, here we go. As you see, there is 29 gigabytes on this router. Some of you might be wondering how, some of you might catch the idea. Basically, I've just installed an SD card using an SD card reader and just plug it in the router. Or maybe I just can use a flash drive, which will be more stable. But speaking generally, that feels powerful. Feeling that you still have 26.5 gigabytes of room left for you, it's really perfect. Now, about the RAM, I know that I showed up there that's 243 megs, but speaking about the swap file, I've created a swap file that's actually 1 gigabyte, so that's basically going to help the router doing any operations. Maybe you're using Wi-Fi TE, maybe you're using Nmap, you're trying to do some of the tools that I will be showing in later this video. It will be really helpful for you. So if you do have one of these laying around, you can start using them and it will be really helpful for you. Now, moving on to one of the collection of tools that makes this thing as a beast, starting with Ranger. Ranger is something basically like a file manager. It's more like how to say tuner at Linux, but it's kind of better for me. You have storage, health, something that Python, stuff.txt, that's testing files that I just made before the video, so I can show you exactly how does it work. Here we go. These are the root. There is no going deeper than that for sure. So yeah, here's our root and storage, backup, blah 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 blah. Yeah, never mind that you saw these files. Basically. Okay. Um so yeah, Ranger is one of the best tools ever. So what is storage folder? Why does it look weird like that? What is shared? What is SAM A17 HP Elite? So let me tell you. Basically, I do have something that a lot of people use, which is SMP. SMP is something like making your own server, making your own storage. So I can basically just turn this router into a local storage cloud. So it will be really fast, and also it's going to be something like local cloud. It's going to be really amazing whenever you're going to use it. So I suggest anyone who have such a model, something with USB 3.0, just try to use it. It's really perfect. Now, moving on to another tool for sure, it's Nano. Um, Basically, it's like text editing tool. Everyone has this tool, but having it on a router, changing the game, you can change the config files and whatever. So yeah, it's really perfect. Now, after leaving Nano, I don't think that there is more tools that we can actually install on a router. But for you to know, there's more tools to install actually. And I didn't even do all the things on my checklist. There's other things that I'm willing to do, so stay tuned. And if you have anything in mind, don't be shy to write it down. I'll be more than happy to listen. And nothing more awkward than what I'm doing here. Basically, trying to show you what stupid things that I do have so you can fix me. So it's basically vice versa or a win-win situation. You learn a new thing, you're going to teach me new things. So if you have anything in mind, just write it down. Now, one of the other tools that I wanted to mention are um, Wi-Fi T and some other tool, BTOP. BTOP, it's basically your task manager, so you can just use it or change even the shapes. As you can see here, I can just change how everything looks. Let me introduce you to what are you seeing right now. At the top there, you can see the CPU usage, the cores, the temperature, and this temperature is actual, and it change if there's a fan installed down there, the router, or if there's a pressure on the router, maybe you're running Wi-Fi TE or Nmap, so the temperature will increase. So yeah, temperature is an actual thing. Down there on the left, you can see the interfaces and WLAN at monitor. Basically, it's the main interface in with some people. One of them is me. Now there's other interfaces, WAN, it's or WAN. It's basically the input for the router to get the internet. LAN 1, 2, 3, or the LAN cables. B or LAN, it's the main Wi-Fi output or something like that. But this one is actually the same. But this is for the radio one, I believe. The radio 1 and radio 0 are two interfaces or two chipsets for um, the radios or the networks itself. So it's really helpful. BTOP is one of the best monitoring tools. On the other hand, just in case if you have a very low device, maybe you have an older version, or maybe you have um, some of other devices. I actually have another device for D-Link. It's really low. One of the tools that will be really helpful is HTOP. It's more lighter, it's more better, and it shows you the same information, so you do not have to maybe use very heavy tools. One of the tools also that's very heavy, speaking about heavy tools, is glances. Some people can run this tool on their Linux computers with ease, but running this, especially because it runs on Python, like BTOP runs on C++, this one runs in Python, so you can see the memory is already taken. The CPU is being used. One of the cores is 60%, which is ridiculous. I mean, speaking with another tool that looks better than that and it doesn't take that much, the other tools are obviously better, but everything has their own good stuff and bad stuff. So this one shows the file systems, shows you more stuff. The name of this sensor, which is something cool as well, can show you some stuff that the other tools cannot do, and can calculate some other stuff than that the other tools cannot do. Everything has its own good side and bad side, so we cannot say which one exactly is the best. For sure, if you want to leave any of the tools that I just showed, you can just press Q and you'll leave the tool immediately. Now, speaking about Wi-Fi T, I don't want to speak that much about this tool. That's because I didn't specify a specific interface, but I do not want to do something now. I can just use this. Here we go. This command right here, but I'm not willing to use it. I'm just willing to showcase it for the next episode or something like that. And for you to know, this channel is going to be very random, and I might have like 3 or 4 topics, main topics, doing something specific. Between these topics, there should be some random stuff. So everything is possible. And we came here not to gain fame. I'm here to learn and understand more how to speak with people, know more experiences, understand more cultures, um, no more tools, no more disturbance, Linux distributions. Everything's possible. So I really wanted to appreciate anyone in advance who are willing to help me maybe improve this device and maybe tell me if there's any better devices that I can use. By the way, like, you can just write anything in the comments. I really need to learn a lot of stuff, and if there's someone who need to understand something that I know, I will not hesitate to explain these things for you guys. Thanks so much for watching. That should be the first video on the channel. I've tried to make another videos about cooking, doing other stuff, but it wasn't experienced enough, and just sitting there trying to do some Linux stuff, I got the idea of showing people what do I have so they would learn, and if they need help, I would help them, but I need help so they can help me. If they cannot help me, that would be fine. At least I've tried to contribute. Hope you have a great day ahead. Thanks so much for dropping this comment or just watching the video. I really appreciate it what you did just right now. Hope you have a great day ahead.